Council that being broadcasted live. You have the Zeta Phi Sigma Greenman, Dr. L. Alberto Smith. You got a C2 Twit, appreciate whatever you want to do. I mean, purchasing a flower, a badge, or a like, a confetti, or whatever it may be. For appreciate you supporting. Now, the title again is People Struggling with Self-Discipline. And that's really one of the things that we need to think about. When we're focusing on self-discipline, in other words, self-management, we have to ask ourselves, can we control oneself? Can we be able to pull it back and rein it in when sometimes it gets out of control? Sometimes you may hit a breaking point, boil over, and may go to a point, you may go off to a point, or you get very, very aggressive, meaning in your tone and your words and everything, but then you got to be the one to pull it back. When you say, I'm done with it, I'm through, I take a step back, I'm done with it. That means I'm able to control mine. You are sometimes there are people trying to manipulate you so you can continue on with that kind of behavior. So they can always talk about, well, you lost control. Well, everybody loses control. We all we're sane to a point to we're pushed to be insane. Sometimes it's just words trigger people. Sometimes people say something wrong. No, in essence, people know and try to trigger you to see that so they can have a moment. And see, what you got to understand, you got to be able to self-discipline yourself, but people dealing with you got to be self-disciplined too. They got to manage their self, because there are consequences sometimes that you're pushing for is not always what you want. So when we're talking about what does self-discipline or self-management mean, it's the ability, again, to control yourself and make yourself work hard. See, self-discipline not only just controlling how you behave and how you emotionally respond, it's about how hard you work. Are you willing to take advantage of control that you have of time and energy? Are you willing to put the work in? Or in other part of that is behavior. See, behave in a particular way without needing someone to tell you what to do. Can you behave in a particular way? See, that's the ability to control one's feelings and overcoming one's weakness. The ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite temptations to abandon it. See, there's triggers out there. There's people out there know how to trigger you. People who attempt to manipulate you and push you to a point so you'll respond where you show the unlike or unwanted behavior, or you show that you're out of control and you're not able to do what you're supposed to do. And they literally think that's funny. See, you have to deal with and recognize when people show themselves to you, believe what you see. See, it's easy for them to say, well, they're never gonna say I was trying to trigger you. They do it so they can get the satisfaction of going back and saying, that person ain't all who you thought it was, because you see they get you. Well, we all get triggered. So we all have to take control of our discipline, and we have to do it as a self-discipline, being able to control oneself. Are you capable of doing that? So you understand that your self-discipline means self-control. Your self-discipline means self-work or hard work. Your discipline means behaving in a particular way. Self-control, self-behavior, without someone telling you what to do. That's self-discipline. You should be self-disciplined to do your work. It's amazing. We want to bring in all the megabucks. Everybody wants to and seem to think that making six figures is an easy thing to do. It requires hard work. To make it is fine, but to be able to be a steward of it is the challenge. Self-discipline, do you have it? Do you have the ability to pursue the thing that you desire to pursue despite temptations to abandon it? There's always someone trying to tell you, don't do that. It's not going to work. Why are you doing it? See, the self-discipline in you tell you that I can do it. Because self-discipline means making yourself work hard. Control you. Control the time. Control the energy. That's what self-discipline and self-management is all about. What does it mean to have self-discipline or self-management? What does it mean to have it? I just gave you the meaning of self-discipline. What does it mean? But what if when you have it, can you recognize that you have it? See, having self-discipline means being able to control your own behavior, emotions, and impulse to pursue long-term goals. See, if you have a mindset that you want to get to the end quickly without putting the work in, then you lack self-discipline. It's amazing. We all want to do awesome things. I applaud people like seeking higher education beyond what level or even up to the highest level you can get, but you're not willing to put the time in. See, you haven't even realized you must be able to budget your time, just like you budget your money. If you budget your money to pay that whatever required tuition fee, you need to be able to budget your time. And every program that you go to advance to requires a set minimum time. So if you're seeking a doctoral degree, you have to be self-disciplined and know that you have to be able to dedicate 20 hours a week. I don't care whatever going on, you got to dedicate 20 hours because it requires 20 hours to get to where you need to be. And you can't get there doing 10 hours and trying to do everything else. Prioritizing what you need to do. See, self-discipline is all about prioritizing. So when we say, what does it mean to have self-discipline? You must be able to prioritize and control your behavior, your emotions, your impulse. That way you can pursue that long-term goal or getting the highest level education is a doctoral, Juris Doctrine, or a medical doctor degree. Whatever you are seeking at the highest level, it requires self-discipline, self-management. We make it sound even simpler when we say self-managed. Can you manage yourself? It's amazing how we can't manage ourselves, but we try to manage others. Now, that's truly amazing how we try to manage others instead of managing ourselves. See, when we talk about self-discipline, what it means to have it, when you're pursuing them long-term goals, you have to fight hard not to give in to immediate gratification. See, in this age of technology, we get immediate gratification when we push the button. on our supercomputer, or on our laptop, on our iPad, on our desktop. We get immediate gratification because we're able to push the button and it'll give us what we need. It don't require you to work hard to push the button. It don't require you to work hard to push the button. But it requires you to be disciplined enough to know that this is a long-term journey. It's not easy, and it shouldn't be easy. See, having the ability to do what you shouldn't be easy. What you should do. Your needs are more important than your desires. See, when you have that ability to meet your needs, even when you don't feel like it, but you stay motivated, resisting temptation, following through on commitments despite distraction through other challenges. Do you truly know what it means to have self-discipline or self-management? So you ask, that's important. I'm looking down here. I want to give a shout out to this young man. I saw his name flash across him. Remember, a Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Knowing the young man since he was young. This is Tay. And it's, what they say? Tay Dar Brea? Is that Tay? I just know Brother Tay. Brother Tay, likely. Brother Likely, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for taking time to stop in. I know you're a busy person. I also give a shout out to your wife. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and your children. I know your son's off. One of them, at least I know, off at college, wrestling at one of the college out on the Atlantic Coast. Quite competitive, and a young one, and next he's coming along. And you have others. Thank you so much for being the brother you are. Young brother of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. Giving him a shout out. Shout out to his mom and his dad, and I like to say, because his dad is there, there's people that stepdad, but Brother Marvin, his mom, Brother Katrina, sister, all of his family down in South Central Alabama. Thank you so much, Brother Tay, for joining us. As we move forward, we want to focus on the importance of self-discipline or self-management. But before we do that, we want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. This group is doing an awesome job. I just gave a shout out to them through their son. But let me give a shout out to the business down in Georgetown, Alabama, Mary Ruth Restaurant, where Southern people enjoy Southern cooking. It's Southern cooking for Southern people. Mary Ruth Restaurant.
Come join me at Mary Ruth Restaurant in Georgetown, Alabama. Excited to be there because it's the best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama, located at 261 State Highway 106 West Georgetown, Alabama. Come and talk to the coroners. That is Marvin Smith and Katrina Roper Smith. We'll give them a call. You can at 334-549-0950. If you want to go to Facebook and check them out, you go to Marvin Smith and also Katrina Roper Smith. Oh, it's a ball going on down there in Mary Ruth Restaurant.
Meet me there. Whenever you're in South Central Alabama, just let me know you're in the area. It's located at 261 State Highway 106 West Georgetown, Alabama. Let the coroners know that you heard it on WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station, and I will pay for your meal and one guest with you. Truly, just let them know. They know. I was checking out Dr. Lowe's show one of his shows, and he said that he'll pay for my meal. I will, no problem. It's a way to give back to the community, give back to you because you're taking time to be here with us. Thank you so much for doing that, and each and every one of you all are joining us. Thank you. But if you're traveling in South Central Alabama, traveling south on I-65, traveling to Mobile to get to I-10 to branch out east or west, wherever you're coming from, especially coming from the Midwest, traveling down that way, you're traveling 65, truly stop in Georgiana, Alabama, and give a shout out, which is on 106 and on 55, 106 splits off and 55 keep going. Take 106 about a half mile. Once you make the split, you'll run into Mary Ruth Restaurant. Keep doing what you're doing, Marvin and Katrina down there in Georgiana. Again, Southern cooking for Southern people. It's just for hometown folks. It just everybody get along, travel, go there, check them out from each one of the surrounding area communities to go eat at Mary Ruth Restaurant. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing. Now, the question was, why is self-discipline important? Why would it be important to you? I just want you to kind of think. Now, if you want to type in your comments saying, why is self-discipline important to you? I would love to see you so I can read off your comments. I see self-discipline or self-management helps to put aside conflicting emotions. Have you ever had conflicting emotions? Anger, smiles. You caught up? What direction? So if you understand the importance of self-discipline, you'll know you can put aside unwanted conflicting emotion. It helps you to get rid of bad habits. See, your behavior and your emotions can lead to bad habits. It helps to avoid procrastination. Are you one that like to keep putting it off to the last minute? By putting it off to the last minute, then you're not trying to get it done. Do you do your best work? Are you giving your best work when you run through it? You know, I tell some of the students at the university, we have opportunity where they have to write long comments and long commentary. That's what I want to say. And sometimes essays, and they do things. I said, take your time. Because if you start with the idea that I'm going to get this done in this amount of time, you can do it. But when you wait to the last minute and say, I'm going to get it done, it's not going to happen. If it is, it's not going to be to the best work that you can present that represents you. That's the purpose of it. Yes, you want to get the best grade you can get for the work, but you want to put the work that represents you. In a lot, you avoid procrastination by getting on it, setting it as a doing it. You don't create bad habits because if you do it now and say you did okay on it, you don't think the next time you do the same thing. Then you're building your mind. This habit is, I can perform better under the pressure by getting it, and that is not the best because everything is not a 2-page, 3-page submission. Some things are 100 pages or more sometimes. Self-discipline is supported because it empowers you to control your actions and impulse, which leads you to achieving long-term goals and success. The ultimate goal is to be self-disciplined enough so you can be in control of your actions and your impulse so you can achieve long-term goals and success. It helps with productivity. That means you're using your time and your effort to be successful. You understand what prioritizing what you're doing. You understand making sure you give all hard work so you can succeed. And when you do that, stress is reduced. It allows you to develop healthy habits by enabling focus on what matters the most, prioritizing what matters the most. It matters submitting the best paper you can submit in, or doing the best job that you can do, and receiving the benefits of the highest award that goes along with it. That's self-discipline. Develop healthy habits instead of giving in to the short-term distractions, which will eventually become a challenge later on in life. See, ultimately, self-discipline builds resilience and confidence, meaning you're going to be determined to be successful. You're not going to give up. You're going to be willing to put the work in. So when you're willing to put the work in, nothing can stop you. No distraction can stop you, because you know that I got to get this job done. I have to show that I'm a productive person in this world. Sometimes I think we make it so easy for people that they rely so heavily on you doing it for them. That is not a healthy habit. We must break away from giving instead of holding people accountable based on their merits. We have to stop giving. Accept your responsibility that you could do better. Your productivity determines how people see you. And also, by having self-discipline, it helps you overcome challenges, because in life, there will be many challenges. But you must be able to overcome those challenges. Then, because you have faults, overlook faults in others. And if you're able to do that, where you understand the importance of self-discipline, this will lead to a more fulfilling life. And we all desire a more fulfilling life. So what we do, we try to work hard that we understand the importance, what it means to us, the meaning of self-discipline, of self-management. You are a self-manager. You have to manage your behavior, control who you are. But you can't control whom you are. You can put yourself in the right light where people see you doing positive things. See, we all gonna have a moment. It's what you do after that moment. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, which is L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, the manicure expert of South Central Alabama. If you need your lawn manicured, check out the experts with L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC, owned and operated by Tony Stallworth. Their slogan is the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. If you need to call, contact Tony. The number is 334-300-7401, or go to Facebook and type in Anthony Stallworth. check it out. Check out the lawn service because he's gonna make it do what it do. L&T Starworth LLC lawn service. We'll give a shout out to Mr. Anthony Starworth, L&T Starworth Lawn Service, located in South Central Alabama. The manicure experts of South Central Alabama. You can get in contact with Mr. Anthony Starworth, or better known for many, Tony Starworth, on our program, where he's one of our co-hosts, Touchdown Tony Starworth. We want to make sure you can give him a call to see how he can serve you in South Central Alabama. Manicuring your lawn, cleaning off your property, and moving some debris and whatever you ask, you can. The number you can contact Mr. Starworth is 334-300-7401, or go to Facebook, type in Anthony Starworth, DM Anthony, let him know what you're requesting. Let him know your location. When I say South Central Alabama, you can look at basically in the area just south of Montgomery, Low Lounge, which is you have the Butler County area, you have the Crenshaw, Covington, the Monroe County, Connecticut County. He's pretty much can operate with you to some sense with you. So truly check him out. That is L&T Starworth Lawn Service, LLC, Mr. Anthony Starworth. As we move forward, we need to think about when we say why self-discipline is important, it's why the reason. What are some key reasons why self-discipline is important? Number one would be goal achievement. See, you have long-term and short-term goals. You still want to achieve those goals so you can check it off. See, goal achievement, where you provide the focus and consistency needed to work toward achieving long-term goals by overcoming frustration and distraction. That's goal achievement. Improve productivity. Your ideal is once you start on that job, you want to improve your productivity. And you do that by it helps you manage, meaning self-discipline, your time effectively. Remember I told you control your time. See, if you want your time to be efficient, you control that. If you want it to be a mess, you control that too. Let's keep it honest. You control your time. When people late, they didn't control their time. When they're constantly late, they're creating a habit that most jobs are not going to let you stay there very long. So you have to make sure you understand you control your time. And you need to use it effectively. See, self-discipline increases your productivity at work, home, and your personal life. Improve productivity, better decision making. Have you been in a situation recently where you said, I could have made a better decision? Even though you have to stick with the decision because you made it, you could think about what could I do different next time? Better decision. See, it allows you to prioritize